Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm making some lovely little matchbook paper clips. It's sort of like a matchbook but upside down, and they are really cute and really simple to make. Just a little strip of paper, which is really good. So they just pull down, open down, because normally a matchbook opens this way. So it's just like some notes in there that you can just write on, or you can just take them off. You can write on them and then just rip them off if you wanted to, and then that just tucks in. So I've got them this way because I've got the paper clip there, so that just clips onto your page, and they are really nice because they are really thin as well, so they fit nicely into a journal, which are lovely. So I've got one with the sort of like a little butterfly on, a little bit of trim at the top, and a little bit of sort of bling on there, which is lovely. This one has just got some of my black and white embellishments on there, which I've printed onto tea stain paper, which are here, which I look really vintage, and it's got a little bit of fabric on there, and they just flip down. So I think it's just a cute little embellishment to go into your journals, and a little paper clip. And this one is to go into my Christmas journal, which I am still working on, which is lovely. A little bit of Christmas wreath at the top that just tucks in like that. And then again, I've got one with butterflies on, so this will go into Folks of the Forest journal, because we've got lots of little butterfly bits wherever my little ones are here, which I'm loving. So all of these will go together as little add-ons into the journal. So lovely. So I'm going to just pop those to the side there, and I'm going to show you how simple they are to make. Now I have just cut strips of paper. Now I'm working with tea stain paper, so this is just copy paper. I think it's the actual main bit I've printed onto 160 paper, and all I've done is cut it down like this way. So I've just taken strips and I've done it 2.5 inches across this way, which is, let me see, let's see, so that's 2.5 inches, which is roughly just under 6 centimeters. And I think this is 8.25, or what's that, 21 centimeters. So that's the size that I have done. And then I've got some paper clips in here, and my paper clips are an inch, okay, which is 2.5 centimeters, I think. Gosh, don't know my centimeters. I'm an inch girl. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the piece of paper, I'm going to pop a paper clip on there like that. Okay, so we've got the paper clip on there, pop that in the middle, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold this bit down. So we want to fold it to the end of your paper clip like that. So just fold that over like that. Should I just move these bits out of the way so we can see, hopefully? So that just folds down, and then we're going to turn it over, and then we want to fold this down. So what we want to fold down, and then we want to fold it over, so we've got a little bit at the top. So this bit is going to be the top of your the tuck-in bit there. So that is probably about 1/2 inch on there. So we'll just pop that down like that. So that's what you got. And then we're going to turn it back over again and fold this bit down, and it will be fold level with the top of your paper clip bit. I will do another one in a minute. I'm just going to show you like this. So that's like that, and then this bit comes up, and what you want to do, you want to fold this bit over so it's sort of halfway up here. So fold that over so it's not all the way, just halfway, just so it tucks in like that, and fold that over, and then that's it. So then this piece comes up and tucks in there, and then you've got your little easy peasy little matchbook. So there we go. So that's really simple. I will colour it in, I will ink it. Just have a little bit of ink around the outside before we start gluing it down. So they are, this is a great mask make if you want to, if you do your mask making, and because it's just plain, like all the other things that I try and do, you decorate afterwards. But again, you can use decorated paper or pattern paper, or whatever you like. But if you use sort of like tea stain paper, then you can pop these in your stash and decorate them afterwards, can't you, to go into any of your journals. So it's a great mask making one. So there we go, simple like that. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how we glue it together. So that opens up like that. Now we need to put the paper inside first, don't we? Skipping ahead, now I've got another piece of paper here. Now you want 2. Now these are 2 inches, so it's just ½ an inch smaller, just so it fits in nicely. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold this in 3. So what you need to do is just sort of like go into 3, because 2's a little bit too, if you fold it in 4, in half and half again, they're just a little bit too small. So you want to sort of like do it in 3. And then rip that one off. You don't need to rip that off, because that can just go at the top like that. And then we'll do another one. So folding it like this, I find, is the easiest way to do it. Just like that. Fold that down, and then we'll just rip that little one off. So the folded bit, you've got 2 folded bits like that one. They can go, make sure you've got your folded bit at the top like that, and then it's just got 6 little bits of paper in. Now I found that it's just a tiny bit too long, so I'm just going to chop just a little bit off the bottom like that. Get rid of those bits, we don't need those bits. And then this bit just tucks up inside under that bit. Okay, and then you've got that little bit of room there for that to go underneath. So that will tuck up under there like that. And what we want to do is, once you've tucked it under, you want to pull this up and over, because we want to staple this. Now I'm stapling it, you can sew it or whatever you like to do, but stapling is the easiest. Now you want to get quite close to here, because you need a little bit to tuck up your little bit of paper, the front bit. So I'm just going to pop 2 staples in there like that. And then this bit just folds over again like that, and then we will glue that down. I hope this is making sense to you. I'll do it again in a minute. But once you've done a couple, it's easy peasy. Now let's just open that. Let's just pop a little bit of glue in this bit. Fold that up, stick that piece down, turn it over. Then we want to glue this bit. So that will go onto the back. That sticks on the back and covers up those staples. And then this bit needs to be glued on like that, because that's what holds your paper clip on. Like that. So that just glues down like that and sticks on. And that's it. And that's it, all glued together. So it's really simple. This comes up and just slots underneath like that. And then you can just, so that's why you have to have the staples or whatever as close to the top as possible, so this doesn't buckle like that. So you can just push that down like that. So then that just fits in nicely like that and tucks in. And then you just decorate this. So shall we decorate this one? Now I've got all sorts of bits and pieces. Now I do want another one to go into my journal, so I thought maybe we could use it. Look at that lovely little embellishment there. So I've got some bits and pieces from my, look, I've got some, this is what I was using in here. Let me get all of these. Look, I want to show you these as well. I got these little trees. I found them in a little shop. Look at that, isn't that lovely? So I thought that would look absolutely gorgeous on my journal. And these are like little charms They've got little holes at either end, little loops that you can dingle dangle things off, and I just thought they would look absolutely gorgeous in my journal. And I have made some ruffle as well here, so maybe I'll pop a little bit of ruffle on the top. Shall we do that? I should have really turned my glue gun on, shouldn't I? Let me just pop the lid on there. Just cut that end bit off, we don't want that piece. Going to pop that on there. I've just ruffled these up, sewn them onto some paper like I showed you before. I'll link the video down below how simple it is to make these, and making lots in one go. So that can just glue on the top. Shall we use a little bit of Fabri-Tac down there? Stick that on like that. So that's a nice little bit, isn't it? And then we'll pop our little toadstool house on there like that. Shall we have a little bit of this lovely cheesecloth underneath? This is the one that I coloured with some of the Distress Oxide inks. Let's just wrinkle this up like this, and then I'm just going to sort of roughly stick that on. A little bit of Fabri-Tac. So at the moment I seem to be making embellishments for the Christmas and the Folks of the Forest journal, so I'm not quite sure which one is going to actually be finished first, or whether I will be going on to another one. I'm dreadful at the moment. I so need to finish different things. So there we go, and I'm going to just pop that on the top. Looks lovely. Maybe I'll have a few little green leaves poking out the sides, shall I? Let's pop that in there like that, so that can sit on there like that. Is that stuck down? I think so. Have I got some leaves here? I do. So I've got these little leaves. Let's just cut that piece off. I do love these, and I love these little, that you can just cut these little individual leaves off like this. Makes such a difference. I'm just going to pop them. Where should I pop them? I think I might just pop them under in here, I think. A little bit of glue under there. And then just stick these, just 3 of them, just so they poke out underneath like that, look. And stick that down like that. Love it. Shall we pop a little, should we have a butterfly, do you think? Little butterfly on there. Maybe I could do with a little bit of bling. Shall we have a little bit of bling instead? Let's just have one of these little blingy bits on there, which look pretty. Oops. If I can get it off my finger. There we go. A little bit of glue on there. Just one on there. A little bit of bin. Oh my gosh. There we go. Look at these. These are just gorgeous, aren't they? They're just little, they're self-adhesive, but I do like to stick them on with a little bit of glue. So I can always add more to that, but that, how lovely is that? That's so simple to do, isn't it? And that just clips onto your journal, flips down, and you've got a nice little journaling spot on there. Don't put anything too heavy on the front, because you don't want it sort of like falling down. So try and keep it quite light. So I'm going to show you again how we fold them. So let's take another piece. So again, we have a strip of paper. Now again, you can make them as big as you like, and you don't have to make them into paper clips either. You can just make them big and have it as a matchbook. So pop your paper clip on the top like that, and then we fold it over, glue on my fingers, fold that over like that. Okay, and then we turn it over, and then we want to fold this back over and leave a little bit here, sort of like 1/2 inch, like that, as big as you like. Pop that on like that, and then what we want to do is turn it back over and fold this piece down so it goes level with that paper clip at the back. So it's like that. Okay, so really you just fold it over and then fold that piece down like that, and then we bring this piece up and fold that so it just tucks under, sort of halfway up here. So we'll leave a little like 1/4 inch or something on there and fold that down, and then that just tucks underneath like that, and that's your little matchbook. So simple. Once you've made a couple, you'll know exactly how it works, and it's really, really quick. So I'm going to ink again. It's just ink around it. I will make a couple, just plain ones, just so you know exactly how it works. Just put a bit of ink around the edges like that. Now you'd even, if you didn't have any embellishments or anything, you can still make these, and you can stamp them or anything like that. You can make it out of old recycled paper or anything. So really, really simple. Oh my gosh. Take some glue, and then I need some paper, which I have ready made some here like this. I've got my little block of paper, pop that inside underneath that little bit, okay, just like that. And then we want to, before we glue anything down, just lift that all the way over, so it's almost like you're folding that in half like that again. And we need to staple it. Now stapling is the easiest way of doing it, but again, like I said, you can run a sewing machine across there if you want to do, or you could just glue individual pages together, but stapling is so much easier. And just pop that right as close to the top as possible. Oops, like that. Okay, and then we push that bit up, and we need to glue that, don't we, before we do that. Let's pop a little bit of glue in there. Little bit of glue on this bit. Fold that up and stick that down. Turn it over, and we want to glue this bit like this. This is just tacky glue in here. Pop that down, and then we will glue this piece here. Just like that. Pop that up like that. Okay, so that's so simple, isn't it? And then there we go. That is your little matchbook. This bit folds up and tucks underneath. And there we go. We've got another little book that you can decorate. That can go in your stash. One more time. Shall I show you one more time how simple it is? Take another piece. Now this is 8 1/4 by 2.5 inches. I'm going to take a 1 inch paper clip, pop that on the top. Okay, and then I'm going to bend this over, so up, bend it over to the end of your paper clip like that, so that we can measure it properly like that. Then I'm going to turn this over and bend this, so we've got a little bit, so you bend that over so you've got like a 1/4 inch there like that. Okay, and then this bit just bends over, but I found it easier to turn it around this way and do it. So that just, oopsie daisy, that just bends over like that. Okay, and then this bit comes up and you fold that halfway up this little piece here, just so that you can tuck it in like that. Okay, and then that will just tuck in under there, and that's your little matchbook. So easy peasy. And then what we want to do, we want to ink it up like this, a little bit of ink around it like that, just a bit, so you can ink it as much as you like, stamp it, make it out of coloured paper, all sorts of things. But I do like the tea stain paper because they tend to sort of like go with all sorts of journals, don't they? Even if you're making a not vintagey style, they still go into a majority of journals. So that just sits on there like that. Now let's get another piece of paper. Now I've got another little booklet here that I made. So this will go under your little tabby bit there. And then these come over the top, so bring that all the way over and push that up, and then we just staple this bit down on here. And then we want to glue this bit, fold that over the top, turn it over, oops, glue this bit here, fold that down so we're all stuck down nicely, and then glue this bit up, and then that bit just goes, sticks up like that, and there we go. We have our little booklet. See, look, little booklet, that's tucked in there nicely. This comes up and tucks underneath there. So there's your little matchbook. And again, if you didn't want to do it, you don't have to put the paper clip on it. Let's just see. Let's just see what we could do. So you could fold this piece all the way down, couldn't you? Actually, let's fold this up. Now we need to fold this. So if you folded that down like that, probably an inch or so, then fold, turn it over and fold that down. I suppose it wouldn't really matter how far you folded this down then. You could sort of like fold it a little bit more, like that. And then this piece would come down, halfway down there like that. And then you could do it that way. And then that would just tuck in there. Tuck your paper in there, and then that will go in there like that. So you don't even have to have it as a paper clip. You could just have that into your journal, couldn't you, as it is, which is nice. So that, I don't think we can fit a paper clip, but there we go. That's how you would do it, and you don't have to add the paper clip to it. But lovely, I love them. So shall we do a quick decorate of this one? Let's do a really simple one. Let's just have some of the black and white kit here. What do we have? We don't even have to use all of it, do we? Let's just do like a little randomy one on here. Let's tear this little piece off. Pop some ink on like this around the outside. I think I might have a little bit more ink on this one, like that. Take some glue, glue this down, put that on there, like that. What else should we just have a key? Let's put this one up this way. Little patchwork on this one. Pop this down there like that, and then I've got actually other little bits of things on here. What's that? That's a lovely one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Decisions. Oh, I like this little sort of flower fairy. Shall we have her on there? Little butterfly fairy. Let's just pop a little bit of ink. This one will probably go into my other journal, won't it? With a little tea set and key. That looks nice. Shall we have a little bit of... Shall we pop a little bit of this underneath her? I do like working where you just sort of make things and not really think about it. Have everything out like this and just add some bits and pieces to your work. How are we doing for time? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. A little bit of glue on there. Let's just scrunch that up. Oops. Pop a little bit of glue on here. Like that. Pop her on. That is lovely, isn't it? Doesn't that look nice? What shall we put across the top? I have, with this, actually this would probably go with the red in the butterfly, wouldn't it? Just a little bit of this. Maybe I'll make a little bow. Shall we just have a tiny little bow? Like that. Just a little one. Down there. Cut a little bit off. I think I might just, oops, pop a little bit of glue along there. Just, if it will wrinkle up, just wrinkle a little bit of that up on there. Probably easier to do with, oh my gosh, what a mess. A little bit of hot glue gun probably. Let's chop that little bit off. That was a bit messy, wasn't it? Scrunch that up. There we are. Have I stuck that down? No, I haven't. That's good. So that will just go in there like that. And I'm going to put my little bow underneath. Just there. Like that. I think that looks really pretty. And of course, let's just pop a little bit of stickles on her wings. Little fairy wings like that. Butterfly wings, I mean, not fairy wings. So this will go into my other little journal really nicely, won't it? So there we go, quick, easy and simple, and look at that, love it, absolutely love it. So I will make a few more of these so I can have them in my stash. And there we go, guys, that is your lovely little paperclip. It's like an upside down matchbook paperclip, isn't it? But I do love my butterflies. I think that's beautiful. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do give it a go. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.